Shalom, call Halal Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people ignorantly call God, Ba'ashem, in the name of Yahushua, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Plus, I'm going to give a shout out to the Akim that's pushing and spreading His word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh, or Yahushua. Also to the confusion of faith, brothers and sisters out there whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. Though you look like the heathen nations, okay, you are scattered amongst the heathen nations, as I'm about to pull in this chart. Okay, nations, okay, from 2 on down. Okay, and same. So if your lineage, as I'm about to pull in the other chart, traces back to these tribes through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and its truth, and you can receive it, to the confusion of faith, brothers and sisters, as this does apply to you, you are Israelites, though once again you do look like one of the other heathen nations. Okay, to the few Akwaf that do listen and learn, Shalom. To the elect of the nation of Israel, if you ever may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth where this word is going out to, Shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, okay? The chosen people, the Most High Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, once again, Yahweh Shah. And I just showed you that clip on this. I'm going to do a topic on this video, but it shows you a clip. You had this Moabite, which the Moabites, as you saw in the chart, are the so-called Chinese people of today, of Chinese descent today, okay? This dude, he said he's a powerful communist. As you see on the bottom, it says a powerful communist official in China is suspected to have received 13.5 tons of gold. Man, that's a lot of gold, and $30 billion in cash, $30 billion cash and bribes. Okay, and that's the thing. Okay, this these heathens, man, they got everything. Okay, starting with the chief heathen nation, Esau, Edom, man. But really, how did they get what they got? Okay, they got what they got off the children of Israel. Okay, you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans. Okay, this is I didn't put any scriptures together, but I'm just roll with the spirit, see what that pulls out. What comes to mind as I go on. I'll probably start with 3, Joel 3. Okay. This is Joel 3 and 3. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yeah, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? And who's Tyre and Zidon? Okay, they're the so-called Africans. Okay, they're the Hamites. Okay, they're the Hamites, because they took part in putting us into captivity. You're gonna get what I'm getting at. Okay, and all the coast of Palestine, the so-called Arabs over there, man. Okay, Ishmael. Okay, they sold us into captivity too. Okay, will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Meaning, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shah. Okay, when these heathens, they try to offer, like right now, okay, you got mainly who's doing that. Mainly the person that's doing that is Esau, Edom. Okay, these heathens try to pay back what they did. The Lord ain't gonna accept it, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. And if you know who's proud to call himself the Grecians, okay, is Esau, Edom. Okay, they're not the original Grecians, but what Esau does, is the same, strategy Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, does. He goes into different lands, and then he steals, okay, nationalities, and claim to be those people. Just like these fake these so-called Jews, okay, the Jewish people, okay, in Israel right now, which they're Edomites, okay, the head tribe of the house of Esau, okay, that's what they're doing. That's what they've done. Okay, and this didn't stop there. It says, and that ye might remove them far from their border. Okay, and what was our border? Our border was Israel. Keeping point. Okay, it says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. Okay, and if you go to Lamentations 4:1, it talks about how Israel, okay, is comparable. Okay, the sons of Zion, I believe, are comparable to fine gold, man. So not only did you, okay, take our riches, okay, well, the main thing was when, the destruction of our temples, okay. The first, when, especially when Esau, okay, he sacked 70 AD was the when he sacked how you doing? When he sacked sorry, Salaki, dude was talking to me. They came, okay, the Romans was Esau, okay, of course Esau. They came, okay, and sacked, okay, our temple, man. And then they made the Ark of Titus showing that, okay, which is blatant disrespect to you Israelites. Okay, that's in the know, okay. That's what they did, man. But it also says real quick, Second Maccabees, because it wasn't just Esau, okay, that robbed us, okay. They robbed us of our heritage, our nationality, just our heritage in general, man. Okay, this is First Maccabees, I started First Maccabees 2:7. He said, woe is me, wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people, and of the holy city, and to dwell therein, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy. Who was the enemy? Esau. And the sanctuary into the hand of strangers. Her temple, and who was the her? Is the nation of Israel. Okay? The nation of Israel, according to Jeremiah 6:2, is likened to a tender and delicate woman. Okay? It's become as a man without glory. And our people don't have glory right now. If you look at our people now, you could tell our people, okay, they've been robbed, they've been raped, robbed, and murdered, man. From the so-called black man all the way down to the so-called Native American man, to the so-called Latino man. Okay? We all have common enemies. Okay? Our people, where you see them, and they're in a low condition. Okay, they're in the ghettos. Okay? They can hardly get by, okay? And Esau's so-called kingdom, okay? Where a reproach amongst the heathens are these heathens, when they look at you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they only look at you as a basketball player, a soccer player, okay? When you so-called Native Americans, they look at you as alcoholics, okay? And just make mock of you like with redskins, okay? And just many other things, man. Our people are without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. And you see that happening. Okay, our children are being shot down the streets. Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin. Okay. What was the boy? He was in Pittsburgh. I don't know his name, but he was young too. He got shot down too. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. What nation had not part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils, man? All her ornaments are taken away of a free woman, and she become a bond slave. Okay? And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory, is laid waste, and the Gentiles, the heathen nations, okay, because you got two Gentiles, you got Israelite foreigners, okay, Israelites that did not know that they were Israelites, and you have the actual, as you saw in the beginning on the chart, the actual Gentile nations have profaned it. Okay? So that's the thing, man. What nation, which one of these heathen nations have not gotten of the spoils, okay, of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American in society today, man? The Israelites, man. All you nations gotten of our spoil. All you nations, in fact, had us in captivity. Okay? It's just now we're in the brute of our main enemy, Esau, Edom. He's the worst of all the heathen. He's our natural born enemy. Okay, that's what makes it worse. Okay. This is um this is I started Isaiah 42 and 18. It says, "Hear ye deaf and look, ye blind that ye may see." And for a minute our people, was blinded, okay? Our people just walk around just dry, okay? They lack spirituality, okay? Where spiritual people, they lack this spirituality. No, and it's still, it's still a majority of Jakes that lack spirituality. But that's just was the scripture said would happen, okay? But it says, "Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servants? Seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but heareth not. The Lord is well pleased with his righteous sake. He will magnify the law, but make it honorable. But this is a people robbed and spoiled." Right? As I just read in those two scriptures I just pulled. Okay? They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in the prison houses. Okay? And what's the prison houses, man? If you look all up and down the Americas, you got nothing but prisons, correctional facilities, man. Okay, state prisons, just whatever, man. Okay, and who makes the population, the prison population? Who makes up a majority of it? Mainly the so-called Negro. Okay, and the so-called Latinos, man. Okay, Israelites, man. We're the same people, man. Okay, and it's not just the jail system that's set up. That's the prison houses. You got, okay, these places wherever the Israelites are scattered under the curses, they're prison houses, man. Okay? Wherever our people are, that's a prison house because they're being oppressed by the heathen. Okay? Because these so-called, okay, so-called states or countries, when it comes to the Israelites, they're nothing but corporations, man. Okay? Owned by the elites, okay? Who are also descendants of Esau. Okay? It says they are for a prey, and none delivereth. Okay? For a spoil, and none saith restore. Okay? And that's the point. Esau, okay, might be talking about reparations, but he's talking about reparations because he's being pressured to do it. This word is coming out. It's bringing him out. And that guilt is popping up in him. Okay? And then really, they're trying to, this word coming out, they're trying to, okay, with the whole reparations talk they had, they was trying, they're trying to keep you Israelites in your place. They don't want you to, get out of order because they're scared of that. Okay, but he'll talk about reparations, but they don't want to give you shit, man. You telling me that Esau raped, robbed, and murdered our people? Okay, not just Esau, Edom. Okay, these heathens as well, man. Because if you look, okay, if you get in your car and you go in your shopping center, okay, let's say mostly Jake, which Jake is short for Jacob, you Israelites, okay, is in that area. Okay, who's gonna be the owners of the stores that you go to? It's either gonna be Esau, it's either gonna be Ishmael, it's either gonna be Elam, which is the so-called East Indians, or you're gonna see Moab and Ammon, the so-called Chinese man and so-called Japanese man, have shops set up, okay, in the ghettos, man. And you have to go to them according to the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter for one of all things, man. Okay? These nations are spoiling our people, man. Okay? And they've been having fun doing it. Okay? They don't care about your plight. They're actually amazed and glad that we're in this state that we're in. This is the 23rd verse. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord, Yahweh, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his laws. Therefore he had poured upon him the fury of his anger, and the strength of battle, and they have set him on fire round about, yet he knew not, and burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. Okay? So that's why we're in this predicament. Esau didn't just take our people down because he's just that powerful. Okay, he's stronger than us. No, that's not why. Okay, the Lord said you were sold to the nations, as he just said in this verse as well. It was similar. Okay, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, man. We broke his law, statutes, and commandments. We were serving idols, different gods, just like you see our people still doing now in these churches. Okay, a lot of the Latin tribes, they're in the idolatry hard. Okay, same thing. That's why we're in this predicament. It's not because we're a weak people, okay? Because we're the strongest people on this planet, man. Of all these nations that's set up around about us, we're the strongest, man. Okay? So the Lord, okay, sold us, gave us into the hand of the enemies. Okay? It was not of Esau. Esau will have you think through his fool system, okay? His so-called school system, that he was just, too great. No. And that's going to be found out that, okay, that it was the Most High that did it. But point being made is our people have been robbed and spoiled, man. Okay? Actually, let me get that Jeremiah 30. Salaki, bear with me real quick. This is, I started Jeremiah 30 and 7. It says, Salaki, my throat. It says, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Right? And that's the times meaning. The Lord is about to save our people. But he is only this time going to be, on this roundabout, is only going to be the elect. Because in ancient Egypt, the Lord, he took all of Israel out of Egypt. Okay? But this time it's going to be the elect. And the Israelites that get destroyed, okay, within America, when America is destroyed, okay, they're going to come back through the seed of the elect, the loins of the elect. Okay, if you can receive that. For I am with thee, said the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations whither I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Right? For thus said the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. Okay? You bring up slavery. Okay? The other heathen nations, okay, they don't give a shit. Okay, so-called China man don't give a shit. The so-called Japanese man don't give a shit. Excuse my language, by the way. But definitely the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, he does not care, man. It's not in him to care. Okay, he's the enemy. He's the adversary. Okay? So there's no healing medicines for our people. That's why our people, they seek after so many things, okay, to feel, to get, to feel better. But it doesn't work, man. Okay? Social media doesn't work. Okay? These different religions that our people in, it doesn't work. Okay? Selling out definitely doesn't work. Nothing works. Okay? All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Okay? And that was slavery. Okay? The transatlantic slave trade, man. The downfall of the nation of Israel, as I could put it. Okay? Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrows incurable, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, man. Okay? Because these nations put us in captivity, and we're still in captivity. Behold, as it says in Baruch 3 and 8, on down. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, scattered for reproach, okay? And a curse, and to be subject to payments, man. That's the same. We're still in that predicament now, but we're about to get out of it, though. That's why his word is going out. Okay? His word shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, then shall the end come. As the scriptures say, quickly paraphrasing that. Okay? And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. All that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay? So that's the point right there, man. Our adversaries that put us in captivity, Esau, Edom, and the other nations, they going into captivity, man. Okay? All the all that spoiling, robbing they doing to our people in the ghettos, making money off our people, okay? Selling our people junk that they know will get our people sick and go off, okay? They're going to be spoiled, man, okay? They're going to be spoiled, man. And that's the time we living in. Esau, Edom, and these these heathen nations are going down, okay? Going into captivity and being spoiled, man, okay? We're gonna do the same thing, okay? We're gonna reward them double as they have done us, man, okay? This is Isaiah, I believe it's Isaiah 60, no, Isaiah 2:14. Right? This is Isaiah 14 in chapter Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. He ain't mentioned the other nations, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. The strangers are Israelite foreigners, man. Okay? If you read Ephesians, I believe it's the 2nd chapter, it talks about how Israel was once strangers, okay, and alien, okay? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, okay? And who is this talking about? It's talking about the heathen nations. It's going to keep going. For servants and handmaids, and they that shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay? The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, man. Who is first in the society? Esau, Edom, and the heathen nations, man. Okay? But the Lord is about to make these heathens, as he says in Jeremiah 25, the 25th chapter, drink of the cup that the nation of Israel had to drink of. Okay? So the tables is going to turn. Esau, okay, and the rest of the heathen nations, okay, they're going on the bottom, man. They're going to be last, okay, and we're going to be first, man. Okay? We're going to rule over these heathens, man, like we're supposed to be doing, because the earth, according to the scriptures, was created for our sake, man. Okay? Let me get hold on. Let me see real quick. Slocky, bear with me real quick. Yeah, that's it. Alright, this is Isaiah 61. I start the first verse. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. Who is the brokenhearted? Our people. Okay? The so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, and the confusion of faith, who are also, okay, dealing with the same issues. To proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. That's what's around the corner. The vengeance of the Lord. The day of the Lord is going to be upon all the heathen, as it says in Obadiah 1:15. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. And they, and who is this talking about? Shall build the old wastes, and they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. So this right here is talking about the heathen nations, man. When when America, Babylon the Great is destroyed, okay, because Israel, the land of Israel, and the state it is now with those gutter rats over there, it's going to be destroyed along with America. So, when that's destroyed, okay, they're going to be, it tells you this in Ezekiel 39th chapter, man, okay, these heathens, the remnant of them that, survived the so-called nuclear holocaust, well, the nuclear holocaust, okay, is left after Jacob's trouble. They're going to be rounded up, as I'm going to get after this verse, okay, by New Jerusalem, okay? And they're going to build our cities up, man, okay? Same thing we did. When we were put in captivity, Esau had us built America up, okay? And everything you see, man, everything is built, okay, by the blood and back, sweat, and tears of our people, okay? Esau could lie all he want, but it's built off of our backs. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and their glory shall ye boast yourselves, man. Okay? So they're going to build our cities, and we're going to boast in that, man. But this is Revelations. I'm going to end it with this. 21. And I started 1. This is Revelations 21 and 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. Why? Because the old one, this world that you see, okay, is going to be melted, man, with thermonuclear fire. It's going to be cleansed with that fire, man. Everything you see the way it is now is not going to look like it is when it's destroyed. All this is going to be destroyed that you see around you, okay? Tells you that this, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, man, okay? Everything you see is temporal. It's going to be burnt up real soon. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. That's us, man. Especially when 1 Corinthians 1, 1 Corinthians, I believe the 15th chapter, okay? How it tells about we're going to receive them new immortal spiritual bodies. Okay, that's going to happen, man. That's going to be New Jerusalem coming out of heaven, man. Okay? We're going to come down here and enslave all these heathens, man. And I saw the whole, I read that already. It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So he's starting to see like the dots connect. Okay? And there shall not be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, because we're going to have them new bodies, man. Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So this world that you're seeing right now, the air being polluted, the food, Esau even running around, okay, destroying everything, destroying our people, these heathens, okay, proud as hell on top of our people. Okay, this world period is going to pass away real soon. Okay, the fashion of this world is going to go away. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I will make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful, man. That's true, man. Then we go into slavery, as the scripture said in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. How we be brought, okay, in Egypt again with ships. Then we come over here on cargo slave ships, man. So what makes you think this ain't going to come to pass, man? Okay? And he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And what's that fire and brimstone? The missiles. Okay? 200 million missiles, okay, it's going to strike and hit America, man. This place is going to be utterly destroyed, man. It's going to be unrecognizable, okay? And if you go, when them nukes hit, if you look up from an eagle point of view, okay, sky point of view, it's gonna look like a literal lake of fire because of the missiles. How many missiles gonna hit this place? Okay, and this is really talking about, okay, our people, the unbelievers of our people, man, because 2/3 of our people don't believe this. 2/3 of our people believe, okay, what they see right now is the end all be all, okay, and that's not the truth. This is temporal, okay. This man, we're just living out Esau's blessing, because his blessing was the fatness of the earth, and that he shall live by the sword, man, and that's what he's did. Now we're at the end of it, okay. And there came unto me one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of Yahweh, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like jasper stone, clear as a crystal. And he had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon was the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Okay? The Israelites, man. Only the Israelites, man. Not the other nations, man. The Most High don't care about the other nations, man. He's coming back to bring judgment, okay, on them nations for what they did to our people, man. Okay? And because 2/3 of our people can't accept that, they're going to partake in the judgment of the heathen. Okay? On the east, 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. On the west, 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations. And in them, the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man that is of the angel. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like onto clear glass, man. We're going to have cities, okay, that's made out of precious stones, okay, and the streets going to be paved with gold, man, okay. We're going to have that, man, okay. This kingdom right here is nothing, man, compared to what we have. That's why Esau wants to kill you Israelites so bad, man, because this is what you got coming for you, man, okay. We got, okay, new bodies coming to us. We got, okay, new bodies that you could be on earth, okay, angelic like bodies that you could be on earth, but you could also be in space, man. We're gonna have different planets, man. John the 14th chapter talk about the father, how my father's house there are many mansions. Those are the different planets that the Most High got restored for us for when this comes to pass, man. Okay? And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stone. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, then the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. Okay, precious stones, man. And I actually started getting into those things too. Alright. And the 12 gates with 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl. And the streets of the city were pure gold, as it were transparent glass. We gonna have streets with gold, man. You see our people, okay? What you see our people like? They like jewelry, man. Especially our women. Okay? You see our people decked out in a bunch of chains, man. The rings, okay? The bracelets, okay? We gonna get all this, man. And we gonna get, as the scripture say in the book of Psalms, our heart's desire, man. Okay? It's gonna start with the elect. Then once the nation of Israel come back through the elect, righteous with the law, statutes, and commandments in the inward parts, okay? It's gonna be all our nation. All our nation gonna be eating in the kingdom. Okay? From the least to the greatest, man. It ain't gonna be like this kingdom where you got the elites ruling, okay? And the elites is the only one that's eating, and they just leave the rest of their people out. That just show you how much of a devil that Esau Edom is. Okay? And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord Yahweh Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of Yahweh did lighten it, and the Lamb is light thereof. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. Okay? And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it, and there shall no in no wise enter into anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the book, the Lamb's book of life. Okay? And the gates are gonna be open continually, because if you go into Isaiah the 60th chapter, okay, it talks about how the forces of the Gentiles, they're gonna bring their riches to us, man. They're gonna be subject. For one, they're gonna be in captivity under us. Okay, Esau is gonna serve 1,000 years, then he's gonna be done away with, because this ain't for him. Okay, and these heathens, everything, okay, that they got is gonna belong to us, man. That's what's coming to our people. That's the message. Okay, that the Most High is gonna bring judgment on Babylon the Great, aka America. He's gonna destroy Esau. He's gonna destroy the heathens. Okay, for what they've done to our people. Then he's gonna set us up, starting with the elect. Okay, we're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh. Okay, and we're gonna get the kingdom of heaven, man. That's what we telling you. This is what's coming. This is what's about to come. This is what's around the corner, man. This place ain't got too much long to last, man. Okay? So, call hello Allah Yahweh by Hashem Shah. Yahweh Ratazah, this was edifying. It might have been a little bit longer than I intended it to be, but it's all good, Shalom to the elect.